have something incredibly intense, emotional, and honestly a little shocking to discuss. Fans of Jung Hae-In and Jung So-min, you're going to want to sit down for this because this is the story behind the emergency press conference that has taken over social media. Yes, we're talking about the rumor that neither of them expected, a rumor about a secret daughter. The past few days have been chaotic for fans. Social media exploded with speculation coming, and honestly, a lot of wild theories. And in the middle of it all, Jung Hae-In and Jung So-min stepped up, not with vague statements, not with cryptic tweets, but with a full-blown emotional press conference. And let me tell you, it was not just a simple denial or a passing comment. They came prepared to set the record straight. So let's break down exactly what happened, what was said, and the emotional weight behind it. From the very beginning, it was clear this wasn't going to be a normal day for the press or for fans. Cameras were flashing, reporters were poised, and there was a tense energy in the air. Both actors arrived together, calm but visibly affected, aware that the eyes of millions were on them. Jung Hae-In started by addressing the elephant in the room. He didn't waste any time dancing around the issue. He acknowledged the rumor directly, and you could feel the sincerity in his voice as he spoke. He explained that the rumor had been completely unfounded, emphasizing that while he understood why fans were concerned and curious, it was important to address this misinformation before it caused more harm. Then came Jung So-min, and honestly, this was a moment that had fans reaching for tissues. She spoke with a mix of vulnerability and determination. She clarified that the rumor about a secret daughter was absolutely false, and shared how upsetting and invasive such rumors could be, not just for them, but for the people around them. She mentioned the emotional toll this situation had taken, the stress, the rumors that spread online, and how it affected their personal lives. You could see how much this was weighing on her. What really struck people was the way they didn't just stop at denial. They addressed the broader impact of these rumors. Both actors spoke about responsibility in the age of social media, the responsibility of fans, of media outlets, and even of casual observers. They made a heartfelt appeal for kindness, for patience, and for critical thinking. The underlying message was clear. Before sharing or believing sensational claims, think about the consequences. Think about the real people involved. They also shared some behind-the-scenes insight into their own reactions. Jung Hae-In admitted that the sudden spread of the rumor was shocking and stressful. He talked about the private conversations with friends and family and how difficult it was to see people they cared about drawn into the frenzy. Jung So-min echoed that sentiment, mentioning that it felt surreal to see so many strangers debating her personal life as if it were public property. Their honesty made fans feel closer to them, seeing them not just as celebrities, but as human beings navigating an overwhelming situation. And then there were the emotional pauses. You could tell that the weight of the day, of the rumor, and of addressing millions of people was heavy. They didn't rush through the statements. They took their time to ensure clarity, and the authenticity really resonated with everyone watching. This wasn't a PR stunt. This was two people standing in front of cameras, facing a wave of misinformation and taking the responsibility to speak their truth. Of course, there were questions from the press, and this is where things got even more revealing. Reporters asked how they handled seeing the rumor explode online, how they dealt with the anxiety, and what advice they might give to fans who also consume information quickly. Both actors responded with a combination of seriousness and warmth. They stressed that it's okay to be curious, but it's not okay to spread unverified claims, especially when real lives are affected. One thing fans particularly noticed was how they balanced vulnerability with strength. Jung Hae-In, usually known for his composed demeanor, showed just enough emotion to make his words feel deeply human. Jung So-min, on the other hand, conveyed resilience while being candid about her feelings. It was a rare moment where the public got to see them in a raw, unfiltered way. And honestly, that's what made the press conference go viral almost immediately. Clips of their statements were shared thousands of times within hours, trending across platforms and sparking discussions about media ethics, celebrity privacy, and the dangers of unchecked rumors. After the press conference, both actors took to their official social media accounts to thank fans for their support and understanding. They expressed gratitude for those who didn't believe the false rumors and for those who reached out with encouragement. And again, the tone was heartfelt. They wanted to emphasize that while social media can be a tool for connection, it can also amplify false information if people aren't careful. Now, the secret daughter rumor itself has been dissected in forums and fan communities. People have tried to trace its origins, looking for interviews, past appearances, or even supposed clues in dramas and public events. But the actors were clear. There was no truth to it, no hidden story, no secret family. And the purpose of the press conference wasn't just to quash the rumor, but to remind everyone that public figures are human, with private lives that deserve respect. The press conference has sparked a larger conversation online. Fans are now discussing how social media can get out of control and how misinformation spreads so quickly. Many have praised Jung Hae-In and Jung So-min for handling the situation with maturity, patience, and honesty. They didn't lash out, they didn't evade. They faced the storm, and in doing so, they earned even more respect from the public. At the end of the day, this moment serves as a reminder for all of us, whether we're fans, content creators, or casual social media users, about the power of words. Rumors can hurt, and speculation can spiral into something damaging very quickly. Watching Jung Hae-In and Jung So-min stand together, address the situation, and speak with such authenticity is a lesson in courage and accountability. So what can we take away from this? It's more than just a celebrity rumor. It's about empathy, critical thinking, and the responsibility we have when consuming information online. It's also about humanizing the people we admire and understanding that behind the glitz, the awards, and the drama roles, they are real people navigating real challenges. And in the case of this press conference, they chose to meet the challenge head on, with honesty, grace, and emotional strength that was both moving and inspiring. This press conference will likely be remembered as one of those defining moments in their careers, not for the rumor itself, but for the way they handled it. And for fans, it's a reassurance that what matters most is truth, transparency, and compassion. So next time a shocking rumor pops up online, maybe take a moment to pause, think, and remember this moment. And that's the story behind Jung Hae-In and Jung So-min's emotional emergency press conference, their response to the secret daughter rumor, and the way they showed the world how to handle misinformation with grace. If you're a fan, this is definitely a moment to remember. And if you're watching from the sidelines, it's a powerful reminder of how to treat both celebrities and fellow humans with kindness, empathy, and respect. Thanks for staying with me through this full breakdown. If you're intrigued, inspired, or just shocked like so many of us were, drop your thoughts in the comments. How did you feel watching them face this rumor? What did you think about the press conference? Let's talk about it. If you want, I can also timestamp it to hit exactly 17 minutes when